You're watching Satluj TV News. I'm Angus Scott in London. Experts have warned that a 15-year high in rice prices prompted by top exporter India's restrictions on overseas sales should be a wake-up call on how climate change can disrupt food supplies. Rice prices jumped 9.8% in August, bucking decreases in other staples. That followed the July decision by India, which accounts for 40% of global rice exports, to ban the overseas sale of non-basmati rice. The government cited soaring domestic prices for the staple, caused by geopolitics, the El Nino weather pattern, and extreme climatic conditions. This year is expected to be the hottest in human history, and the impacts of the seasonal El Nino weather pattern could make conditions even harsher. Despite severe flooding in parts of northern India, this August was the country's hottest and driest on record. The monsoon season, that brings up to 80% of this country's annual rainfall, has been far below normal levels. India's July restrictions followed a decision last September to ban exports of another variety of rice that is a staple in parts of Africa. Up to 8% of global rice exports for 2023 and 2024 could now be taken out of the market, according to recent analysis. But for now, the crisis offers an opportunity for India's rivals, including number 2 and 3 exporters in the world, Thailand and Vietnam. Both have increased exports this year, with officials from Vietnam's Agriculture and Rural Development Ministry touting a bumper crop and plans to increase planting. But the dry conditions that tend to accompany El Nino mean smooth sailing ahead is unlikely, and once El Nino comes into force towards the end of this year and water becomes more scarce, it could mean the following year could be very tough for these producers. A naturally occurring weather phenomenon, El Nino typically lasts 9 to 12 months and is expected to strengthen late this year. The consequence is one of price rather than supply, as the situation is likely to force the drawdown of stocks rebuilt after pandemic-era depletions, and prompt importers to seek new deals and impose local limits. But for some, though, unaffordable prices amount to the same as a lack of supply, less food. And this in turn leads to social stability issues, and hence it quickly becomes a large political issue. The current disruptions should be a wake-up call for policymakers, with more attention needed to the plight of farmers across various sectors. In India, policymakers will need to develop better early warning systems and new planting patterns, according to climate change researchers. You've been watching Satluj TV News, and don't forget to click on that subscribe button to make sure you get to see stories as they're broadcast. And of course, if you have any comments or opinions on any of our news stories, you can of course comment below. Or why not drop us a direct message at message@satlujtv.com. We'd love to hear from you. In the meantime, thanks for watching. For Satluj TV News, I'm Angus Scott in London.